Hi everybody, it's Bryant again. I wanted to do a quick sharing video on Hibernate. I've done a little, I think I've even done one before, and I've done a little bit of study on it previously, but I understand it much better now, so I thought I'd revisit it. Um, for this particular application, the first thing that I had to do was download a couple things, the first of which were some Hibernate.jar file, and then also a MySQL connector jar file as well. So the first one essentially puts, I guess, gives you the ability to use Hibernate. The second is, think of it like a driver. So your application will be able to use your computer to connect to a database, essentially. Um, as you can see, I've got this organized kind of strange, but I have a student.java class and then a student main. Essentially in student main, more than anything what we're doing here is we're inserting the records, selecting student records, making some changes, and then deleting them out of the database. Let's jump back to student.java. And so when I run this, I'll show you what happens. Well, and this goes back to my JUnit video. There's no errors in here, and so it shows me. Actually, that's for something else. I apologize. Because I do not have a MySQL database set up on this computer, it doesn't give me the correct output. However, I have tried this on somebody's PC that does have that, and I'm going to show you the output that I get. This is the output that you get when you run it and you actually have it connected to a MySQL database. I want to touch on this as well. Let's see. Where's that at? There's a part, I'm not seeing it off the top of my head. Anyways, you do have to enter in a username and password, which you define so that it knows to let you in. But once it lets you in, when you actually run this application, this is what you get. So it's going to insert the details that you've specified into the student table in the database. It'll insert this name, this detail, and then it'll actually even show you what it looks like after the update, which there you go. It's updated the name +1 on the record. And then it says that the old file was deleted successfully. Again, I'm still in the process of getting a MySQL database installed on this because I have so many other things installed. It's having a hard time running. So I'll see if I can get that to work. But I did run this on another person's computer, and that's the output that I was able to get. So it does work. So I've kind of mentioned before in my last video what Hibernate was, and really it's a way to convert some of your Java classes and Java information into a format that a database can understand, and then also do that coming back the other way. So take information that's in the database and put it back into your application. So, a good example of this is, take like the Amazon app on your phone. When you make a purchase on there, it creates that purchase and stores that information in a database that Amazon has, so that can be pulled from later if you ever need to. Like just the other day, I had to go back and look at a previous purchase that I made quite a ways back, like a year ago, and I was able to find that extremely easily because it was saved in their database. And I was also able to find it through their app. So that meant that the data had to be pulled, from their database, which I don't know if they're using MySQL, Oracle, or whatever. But whatever format that is stored in their database, it had to pull it into their, Java application on my phone so that I could be able to view it. And I don't know if they're using Hibernate specifically, but it's just really cool to see that Hibernate is there to make these type of conversions back and forth. And to make that possible so you can get the information, because it would be extremely painful and extremely unuseful if, when I wanted to look up that Amazon information, if I had to actually, have some type of database software on my computer that I could sign into Amazon, and then it would pull it in a strange format that I would have a hard time understanding. So I'm glad that Hibernate's there, and I hope that was helpful. I mentioned this in my last video, but if anybody does watch this that's in my group or in the class, and they get to the end, so they've actually heard this, please comment below. Let me know if it helped you, or if there was anything I could have changed that would have helped you more. The source code for this will be available on my GitHub page, and the video will be on YouTube. And then hopefully I can use your guys' comments in some of the final documents that I'm creating for the class. So thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys watching.